The numbers are tough, cruel even. Today, more than 1,100 players were cut loose by 32 NFL teams.
You know, all those teams needing to get rosters down to 53 players by 2 o'clock Mountain Time. Our Broncos insider Mike-Klis is with us now. A lot of guessing as to what would happen. So we did see some surprises, Mike, with the Broncos, both in who did make the team and who didn't.
Yes, I think you start at inside linebacker. First of all, the surprises were kind of back of the line guys. Jonas Griffith didn't make it. A lot of people, including me, thought he would. And instead, they kept undrafted rookie Lavelle Bailey. Bailey, as people remember from watching the game Sunday, had that 94-yard interception return. In a lot of cases, Tom and Kim, they picked youth, the younger guys, over the older guys. On offensive line, especially the backups. Frank Crum from Wyoming struggled in the preseason and some in camp, but he's a top prospect and he's subject to waivers, so they didn't put him on there. They didn't cut him. Blake Watson, running back, undrafted rookie. They had 3 undrafted rookies make the roster, and that's because they thought they had a risk of getting claimed on waivers. While guys like Michael Burton, veteran fullback, he's not subject to waivers as a vested veteran. So what they plan on doing with some guys like Lil Jordan Humphrey at receiver and Michael Burton at fullback, they're going to re-sign them to the practice squad and then elevate them with the practice squad rules, and those guys will be playing on Sunday. And some of the rookies they kept, receiver Troy Franklin, for instance, Lavelle Bailey, Blake Watson probably won't dress. They'll be inactive on Sunday. So there are some roster gymnastics here. Matt Henningsen, another defensive lineman who Bronco fans were familiar with the last 2 years, he didn't make it. But with that 16-man practice squad, I think teams more and more are using both to kind of use a 69-man team rather than just the 53.
Yeah, you want to be the Simone Biles of roster gymnastics.
Yeah, yeah, you do. But that's so they manipulate the numbers a little, you know.
But it's interesting because, Mike, we watch these preseason games and we're just constantly being told and repeating it doesn't really mean much. These games, you know, they mean this or this. And then you watch Lavelle Bailey make the team. A play like that had to help. You look at Keydron Smith, came up with picks in the first 2 games. He makes the squad. The games do matter to some.
They definitely do. And, you know, I think it had a lot to do with Bo Nix being the starting quarterback. Let's go right there with the number 1 guy. He played well in the preseason. Outplayed Stidham and Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson and Stidham, you know, I think Zach Wilson might have been in a little bit of trouble, but he started playing well in the preseason, especially that last game. And you're right, Keydron Smith did make it because he had 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery in each of those 3 games. Bailey had made some plays in practice. He had 2 pick sixes last week. The first was in training camp practice against Zach Wilson, and then the other one was that 94-yarder against Ritter, I believe, or Clayton Tune of Arizona. That definitely helped him make the team. Jonas Griffith, by the way, like Tim Patrick, had suffered back-to-back season-ending injuries the last 2 years. And, you know, it's just, I think, analytics-wise that they do in football now, it just doesn't add up too well for those guys to come back after basically missing 2 years and to be just as effective in the 3rd year. Yeah. So I think that had a lot to do with the moves for Patrick and for Jonas Griffith.
Yeah, if nothing else, if it's a tiebreaker, you certainly go with guys who've shown that they can stay out on the field. Mike, we're going to talk about it because the 24-hour scramble is on. A lot of players may not be done. They may be finding other places, and some from elsewhere may find places here.